Let me tell you something that could change how you get dressed tomorrow morning. That pair of wide-leg pants hanging in your closet right now. The ones you bought because someone said they were flattering, comfortable, and on trend. Those very pants could be making you look shorter, heavier, and older than you actually are. And the pants themselves are not the problem at all. It is entirely about the shoes. I was out recently and watched a woman walk in wearing the most beautiful wide-leg trousers. She looked put together, confident, and then I looked down. Just like that, the whole look collapsed. The wrong shoes had stolen 6 inches from her frame and swallowed her silhouette completely. She had no idea. But here is what I also know. Those same pants on that same woman with the right shoes would have been absolutely commanding. There are 5 specific shoe styles that will make wide-leg pants look incredible on you. And one of them is going to challenge something you have probably believed for years about what a woman over 50 should and should not wear. Stay with me, because by the time we finish today, you are going to know exactly which shoes to reach for and which ones to leave on the shelf for good. Welcome back to Elegance Women. This is the space where Black women over 50 come to reclaim their style, their confidence, and their presence. Because elegance does not expire. And looking like the most refined woman in any room is absolutely still your right. If you are new here, welcome. You have found your people. This is a community of women who refuse to shrink, who refuse to be invisible, and who understand that the way we show up in the world still matters deeply. And to the women who come back week after week, thank you. Your loyalty and your beautiful energy are the reason this channel exists. Now let us get into it. Wide-leg pants are having a serious moment in fashion right now. And honestly, they deserve it. They are elegant. They are comfortable. They skim gracefully over areas many of us prefer not to highlight. And when styled with intention, they look expensive, sophisticated, and ageless. But here is the challenge nobody talks about honestly enough. Wide-leg pants carry a lot of fabric, a lot of volume. And volume without the right counterbalance at the foot will visually overwhelm your frame. The wrong shoe shortens you, widens you, and creates a look that feels heavy and shapeless instead of polished and intentional. The right shoe does something almost magical. It creates length. It creates elegance. It pulls the entire look into proportion and makes you appear taller, leaner, and more commanding without changing a single thing about your body. That is the power of intentional styling. And that is exactly what we practice here at Elegance Women. Shoe Style 1. The pointed toe heel. This is the classic choice for a reason, and it holds up because it is built on solid styling logic. A pointed toe heel, whether it is a pump, a slingback, or a mule, creates an unbroken visual line from your leg down through your foot. And that line is everything when you are wearing wide-leg pants. Wide-leg pants already create a long vertical column of fabric. When you add a pointed toe, especially in a color close to your skin tone or matching your pants, that vertical line continues straight through your foot and down to the floor. The result is legs that look dramatically longer and a silhouette that feels tall and elegant. A round toe or square toe interrupts that line. It acts like a visual stop sign at the end of your leg. The point continues the line, and that is what creates the elongation. And before you think this requires suffering in stilettos, let me reassure you. A 2-inch kitten heel with a pointed toe will give you this effect just as powerfully as a 4-inch pump. You do not need height from the heel. You need the point of the toe. For Black women over 50 specifically, look for a pointed toe heel in a nude tone that matches your skin. Not a generic beige. Your nude. The shade that mirrors the specific warmth and depth of your skin tone. This creates the longest possible line because the shoe visually disappears and all you see is leg. You can also choose a shade that matches your pants exactly for a monochromatic effect that is incredibly slimming and chic. Comfortable, well-made pointed toe heels exist at every price point. Fit matters more than the label. Shoe style 2. The sleek ankle boot with a heel. This one surprises people. The conventional advice says boots and wide leg pants are a bad combination. But that advice is incomplete. It only applies to the wrong kind of boot. A sleek ankle boot with a heel, especially one with a pointed or armand, works beautifully with wide leg pants. The word to hold on to here is sleek. Not chunky. Not heavy. Not stacked with bulk. Sleek and streamlined, fitted close to the ankle with a clean, unfussy silhouette. When you wear an ankle boot with wide leg pants, the pant leg should fall over most of the boot, revealing only the toe. This creates a sense of mystery and elongation. The eye cannot find a clear boundary between where your leg ends and the boot begins, which reads as height and length. Even a modest block heel or kitten heel gives you lift and creates better proportion between your lower body and the volume of the pant. Color pairing is simple. Match the boot to the pant as closely as possible. Black boot with black trouser. Caramel or cognac boot with brown or olive pants. The closer the match, the more continuous the line and the taller you appear. This is one of the most deeply underestimated cold weather styling tools for wide leg pants, and it belongs in every Elegance Women wardrobe. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a number in the comments telling me which shoe style you are most excited to try. And if you have not yet subscribed to Elegance Women, this is your moment. Join a community of Black women over 50 who are done shrinking, done being invisible, and done letting the wrong shoes steal inches from their frame. Shoe style 3. The platform sandal or espadrille wedge. I know what you are thinking. And I want you to stay with me on this one because this is the option that challenges a belief many of us were handed years ago. You have probably heard that platforms are too young, too trendy, not appropriate for a mature woman. I want to respectfully and completely push back on that. A modern platform sandal or espadrille wedge is one of the most flattering, most comfortable, and most underused shoes a woman over 50 can wear with wide leg pants. A platform distributes height differently than a traditional heel. Because the platform raises both the toe and the heel, your foot sits at a much gentler angle. That means significantly less strain on the balls of your feet, your knees, and your lower back. You get the elevation without the discomfort of a steep incline. For women who love the look of a heel but have moved away from them for comfort reasons, a well-made wedge or platform sandal can genuinely be life-changing. And here is the styling magic. When you wear a platform sandal with wide leg pants, the platform is mostly hidden beneath the hem of your trousers. What the world sees is the elegant drape of your pants and your apparent height. It reads as effortlessly tall and polished. Look for espadrille wedges with ankle straps or clean wedge sandals with minimal detailing. Avoid anything with excessive bulk or heavy ornamentation. Neutral tones work beautifully. A jute espadrille in caramel or cream works with almost any color wide leg pant. Metallic platforms in gold or bronze are stunning with darker trouser tones and red as polished and deliberate. This is your spring and summer weapon, and I want you to add it to your styling vocabulary immediately. Shoe style 4. The pointed toe flat or sleek loafer. Not every woman wants to wear a heel. Not every occasion calls for one. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with flats as long as you choose them with intention. If you are going to wear a flat shoe with wide leg pants, it must have a pointed toe or a very sleek silhouette. Without the lift of a heel, you need the pointed toe to carry the full weight of creating that elongating line from your leg through your foot. A round toe flat with wide leg pants creates a look that is cut off and visually heavy. That is not a matter of opinion. It is a matter of proportion. Loafers can work beautifully here as well, but they need to be the right kind. Think refined, fitted, Italian-inspired silhouettes in leather or suede. Not chunky, not heavily soled, not casual. Sleek and intentional. Pant length becomes even more important when you are wearing flats. Your trousers should just graze the top of the shoe, showing perhaps the very edge of the vamp. If the pants drag on your shoes, you look shorter and sloppy. If they end too high and expose too much ankle, you break the line and create a disconnected, choppy look. Get the hem exactly right and flats will serve you beautifully. Nude tones or colors that closely match your pants create the longest, most uninterrupted line. This option is proof that style is about precision, not always about height. Shoe Style 5. The strappy heeled sandal with minimal design. This is your warmer weather, dressier option. And it is one that mature black women wear with extraordinary elegance when they choose the right style. A strappy-heeled sandal with delicate, minimal strapping works beautifully with wide leg pants in lightweight fabrics like linen, crepe, or chiffon. The key word is minimal. You want straps that are fine and understated, not wide bands or complicated crisscross patterns that create visual noise across your foot. Here is what delicate straps do for your look. They create negative space. Showing skin between the straps makes your foot appear longer and more slender. This provides a light, airy counterbalance to the volume of wide leg pants and keeps the overall silhouette feeling elevated rather than heavy. A nude or metallic strappy sandal in gold, silver, or bronze is one of the most versatile shoes you can own. It works with almost any color wide leg trouser and transitions naturally from afternoon to evening without effort. For black women especially, a gold or rich bronze metallic sandal is stunning. It warms the skin. It reads as luxurious. And it has an undeniable elegance that feels deeply intentional. This is the shoe you wear when you want the entire look to feel considered and complete. Now let us spend a moment on the shoes you need to leave behind when you are wearing wide leg pants. Chunky athletic sneakers or thick-soled trainers add far too much visual weight at the hem and make you look heavier and shorter in a way that does not serve the elegance of the silhouette. Round toe or square toe shoes with no heel act as a visual barrier at the end of your leg. They cut off the length and make your leg appear shorter. Without the pointed toe to continue the line, they create a proportion problem for most frames. Flat sandals with thick straps or heavy soles are working directly against the silhouette. Too much visual weight, too much informality, and a strong shortening effect that undoes everything the pants are doing for your frame. Boots that are visible above the pant hem divide the body in an unflattering way. The boot should be covered by the pant or not worn at all with that particular trouser length. And finally, any shoe whose formality does not match the fabric of your pants creates a disconnect that undermines the entire look. Elegant fabric deserves an elegant shoe. Always match the intention of your shoe to the intention of your pant. Here is what I need you to hold on to from today. Wide leg pants are one of the most flattering silhouettes available to women over 50. They are generous. They are graceful. And they age extraordinarily well in a wardrobe. But they do require intentional shoe selection. You cannot style them on autopilot and expect the best result. The 5 styles we covered today: the pointed toe heel, the sleek ankle boot, the platform sandal or espadrille wedge, the pointed toe flat or loafer, and the strappy heeled sandal, each work for a specific reason. They create length, proportion, and elegance. They balance the volume of the pant without competing with it. And they allow you to move through the world looking precisely as refined and commanding as you are. None of this requires an expensive wardrobe. It requires knowledge. And now you have it. Here is my challenge to you this week. Go to your closet. Pull out your wide leg pants. Then look at your shoes. How many of those 5 styles do you already own? And which one are you adding first? Tell me in the comments. Are you reaching for the pointed toe heel, the sleek ankle boot, or are you finally giving the platform espadrille its moment? Now I want to ask you something I genuinely want your honest answer to. Do you think the fashion industry gives Black women over 50 enough guidance on how to dress their bodies with intention? Or have we always had to figure it out on our own? Drop your thoughts below, because this community has conversations you simply cannot find anywhere else. If someone came to mind while you were watching this, a friend, a sister, a colleague who is always struggling with her wide leg pants, please share this video with her. Sometimes the right information at the right moment changes the way a woman sees herself entirely. And that is exactly why we do this. If you are not yet part of the Elegance Women family, this is your moment. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because next week we are breaking down the tops that belong with wide leg pants. Because shoes and trousers are only part of the equation. The top you choose is equally powerful, and we are going to break it all down with the same precision we used today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to invest time in yourself, your style, and how you show up in this world. You deserve to feel extraordinary every single day. Not just on special occasions. Every single day. Until next time, remember this. Style is not about age. It is not about size. It is not about how much you spend. It is about knowing yourself, dressing with intention, and refusing to disappear. This is Elegance Women. And darling, you are just getting started.